What's up, riders? Oh, Man Ronin here, and we're just using the old Air Moto here to fill up the tires because, you know, we're going to go on a small little tour, a fall tour, if you will, but mostly to kind of explain to you what this video is all about and how I think the Meteor 350 is, without a doubt, one of the best light touring bikes of all time. You guys notice we've got a tank bag on the Meteor 350. And let me turn the wheel here a little bit so you can get a better look. This is a long ride doku. Is what they're calling it, but it's held on with magnets, and there's also a strap here if you want to tie it around the neck of your bike. These things are strong enough that I don't think you really need it unless you're going like 95 miles an hour, which this bike will not do. However, what I think is really cool about the bag is not only it's got this soft bottom to it that keeps from actually scratching, but you can fold these in and then basically take a like I'm using the shoulder strap that comes with my my big duffels, and let's say I make a stop and you've got your wallet or phone or whatever you have in it, and you can turn it into like a little messenger bag, and then you can go into wherever you want to go to and have it with you. I think it's really a cool accessory for your longer tours. And also, you know, you guys know that I've made several trips. And when I went on a really long distance tour, like when I was going down to Virginia from Ohio here, I actually tied both the large and the small duffel onto the Meteor 350. And of course, you just tie it down similar to the way you do the large duffel. You have some little straps here you can hook to the different points on your bike. And it gives you, I mean, more spaces than, I'll tell you what, at least more than what I have on my Road King, which makes it fantastic. So it's really something to check out. And it's one of the components why I think the Meteor is a great long distance tour. And if you want to do two up, this is why I put the GV back here, that I can actually move the large duffel to the back there, or if I'm just going on a small trip with Iron Lady, we can put the small duffel back here, or we can stack them up just like we did before in the front here on back of the GV rest. And I'll tell you, it really does give you the opportunity to tackle some long distance trips with a small engine bike that gets nearly 90 miles a gallon. Man, what a beautiful day. I'm telling you guys, this is what Americans call Indian summer. We're here in the middle or towards the end of October, and today's going to be 77 degrees, and I'll put the Celsius up in the corner. Man, we don't see that all the time. Well, we do during an Indian summer, and that's exactly what we've got. The last several days we've had 70 degree plus temperatures, and man, I'll tell you, Iron Lady and I went out and we did some just stuff for ourselves. We went to a few wineries the last couple days, and just really enjoyed the fall weather, if you will. There was an autumn farm tour with wineries that we went on Saturday, and then yesterday we went to a kind of a cool little breakfast spot and just had some fun and kind of just meandered around. I didn't do any filming. I took some pictures, but I didn't do any filming because, you know, it's just a day for me and her. And you know, you need that, guys. If you're in a relationship, you need to spend time just with your wife and or girlfriend and or boyfriend, because that really means a lot, having that good quality time. But like I say, today, different story. I'm going to take you on a small little tour and go over some of the things I think make the Meteor 350 one of the greatest little bikes to take tours on. I turned off my turn signal. Man, I dearly love the heel toe shifter on this bike. And you guys can see, you know, not too far from where I live is what the called Newark, Ohio. It's the former world headquarters of Longaberger Baskets, and yeah, they built a building that looked like a basket. What? What? Of course, now that they're out of business, I think Amazon is selling some of their stuff, but the original company's gone. But you know, you can kind of get an idea there of, you know, it's beautiful, but it's empty because, you know, why do you want to have a basket building? Somebody wanted to make a hotel out of it, but that never happened either. So, you know, it just is what it is. What are you gonna do? Nothing. But I'm really enjoying this tank bag, in particular when we make our final stop. I'll show you why, because it does offer a lot of extra storage if I'm going really long. And of course, it's got the clear plastic there that you can put your maps and stuff like that in there as well too. But I mean, the magnets are solid, man. I'm telling you, they're solid. Well, one of these roads that we're going to go on to, and it's kind of fun because it's really a cool back road, and it gives you a feel for, you know, it's no gravel. We're not going to take you on any gravel roads today. If we did, we would be on the Himalayan, even though the Meteor 350 and of course the Classic 350 that we have are more than capable on the gravel. But I really like to enjoy this bike on these more back roads, or you know, secondary roads and things like that. So that's one of the reasons why we're taking this bike, plus the fact I want to tell you why I think it's a great touring bike. And that becomes, I guess, the number one thing is, yeah, that's right, the comfortability. This bike is super comfortable. You know, I've ridden cruisers most of my adult life. I mean, I've had other bikes as well too, but as far as me having a bike that is more of this style with a little bit forward controls, I call this mid forwards on this particular motorcycle, but it gives you a little bit more relaxed feel. Your arms are out fairly straight. I mean, you know, right here, I've got good control on it. The bike handles fantastic, but the seating stance is hyper comfortable. And of course, now that I've got the long ride bag behind me that you guys seen in the intro, yeah, you can tell that that I can literally lean kind of back against it, and especially if I've got the other one on top, if I'm going on a really long tour, that I can actually, it gives me like a backrest, and that is super. I really do enjoy the long ride bags, not only for their carrying ability and especially their looks, but their ability to give me some options. In other words, you know, like I say, I can put on the back seat, I can stack them up, I can put one on the back, one on the luggage rack, I've got my panniers, I've got my tank bag. Man, I can haul more stuff when I need to. And that's one of the things that I always try to travel as light as I possibly can. But if I actually am going on a very long distance tour over maybe multiple weeks, then I do need the space. And because, you know, you got to carry your air pump, your tire kit, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you need to carry in case of an emergency. Unless you got a lot of money, you can call a shop to fix your stuff. I mean, I don't have that, so when I have a problem, I got to fix it myself. And so I make sure that I have all the stuff with me that gives me the ability to make some fast repairs. You know, I carry oil and things of that nature. Man, what a beautiful road. It's one of the reasons I wanted to bring you back here, guys, because you know, even though we're doing a little fall tour to see some of the pretty colors and, you know, some of the cricks and stuff like that that run by this, but also the fact that, I mean, it's just, we don't have many days like this left, and I wanted to get out and show you some stuff. But what else do I think makes this bike a fantastic touring bike? Well, without a doubt, the handling. This bike handles superb in the corners, and when I was down in Virginia, some of those roads back there, man, they made our twisties here in Ohio look like they were straightaways. And I'll tell you, that really does make a big difference when you're going on some of these trips, is to have a comfortable bike that's going to give you everything you need. Now, if you guys don't remember, when I went to Kentucky, I came back and I was able to ride on the Appalachian Highway. And let me show you a little bit about what that was like. Well, guys, I wanted to show you one of the Southern Ohio gems. If you're talking about 4 lanes, this is the Appalachian Highway, Route 32, and I decided to take part of it on the way home. We only got a few more miles on it, but I wanted to show you some of the beautiful scenery we have if you're stuck on 4 lanes. I mean, this is not one of my favorite roads. However, as far as a 4-lane, it is one of my favorite roads. This and the southern part of 77 band is just absolutely stunningly beautiful, so you can tell. But we got some great places here in Ohio to be traveling, and I just wanted to show it to you a little bit because it is such a cool highway. Yeah, I'll tell you, the Appalachian Highway Route 32 is a really fun road. It's a 4-lane, obviously. Speed limit is 60 miles an hour, but if you noticed, I was doing 65 most of the way because the bike can do it, and I want to show you how it can do it. And of course, since it is the Appalachian Highway, it does have some nice ups and downs, and man, we didn't lose any speed whatsoever on that road. I was on it for about 25-30 miles because I'm not a highway rider anyway. The bike can and will do mild highways, and I say mild. Now if you're out west where it's 85 mile an hour, well, maybe it's not really the bike that's going to do well out there, because it's going to do 70, 72, and that's as far as she's going to go. I know guys are changing sprockets and trying to get that extra speed. I don't need it. Hope it didn't take the wrong turn. Nope, that was it. That's what I thought. Yeah, this is one of my favorite little, and it's freshly paved, man, so this is a really cool little road, and I think you guys are going to enjoy seeing the scenery on it. It's not too far from Newark or Heath, and it gives you the opportunity to tackle some really cool back roads that have, you know, some houses on it, stuff like that, and there's deer. You got to watch for deer and wild turkey and things like that. But you know, if you just want to go out and just have a slight cruise, and I mean, this to me looks as pretty as some of the park roads in Ohio, and I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you back here, to show you, you know, some really cool Ohio scenery, but also, you know, talking about the touring capabilities of this motorcycle as well too. What's another thing that makes this a great touring bike? Well, yeah, that fuel economy, man, I'm telling you. Again, we mentioned it earlier, this thing gets over, you know, almost 90 miles a gallon with me, and either me alone or with Iron Lady, or loaded up with stuff. I mean, I'm getting phenomenal gas mileage, and a bike that can get that kind of gas mileage. Now, of course, if you're running her nearly pegged at 70, you're going to lose a little bit more. I'd say you're going to drop down to about 75 to 80 miles a gallon, which is what I found. But on normal roads like this, I think that's the biggest thing, and that's what, to me, a touring motorcycle should do. It should give you the ability to be economical, yes, but also comfortable and handle anything that you really can throw at it. I think that's really the biggest attribute of the motorcycle. That guy needs to eat a few steaks. Oh man. But we're kind of cruising here back along the creek now, or the Licking River, and like I say, it's such a beautiful day today. I'm overwhelmed of how pretty it is today, and you know, we get a look here down over the hill at the old Licking River, and she seems to be a little low, which is okay. Man, what do you think of these roads, guys? Make a comment below if you like some of my Ohio scenery that I ride on all the time, because I think it's some of the prettiest in the country. Rolling hills at the foothills of the Appalachians, and this is what you see in the country here in our part of Ohio. It's so beautiful. Well, what's another reason why I think this makes a great touring bike? Well, again, we've talked a little bit about the fuel economy. We talked about the comfortability, the way that the bike handles, and also the dependability. I mean, if you buy one of these Meteor 350s straight off the showroom floor, you're going to get 3 years of warranty and also 3 years of roadside assistance, which, if you're a guy that's not real wrenchy, that's going to pay dividends, man. That's going to pay dividends, because you're pretty much I'd say bulletproof. No matter where you are in the United States or North America, you're covered by that, and I think it makes a big difference. And I'm pretty excited about that whole aspect of having a great warranty. I know it is the industry leader right now as far as warranties wise. Now we're coming into a little bit of a town, and I thought I would take you to a really cool little place. I'm telling you, these roads are not that far out of town, and that's what I was trying to explain to you. You know, you don't need to travel 150, 200 miles to get to some cool stuff if you just do a little of exploring. we're here at the River Road Coffee House, and I decided to get a cafe au lait and a little muffin, which I haven't had in a while, but these are absolutely my favorites. I'll tell you what, guys, the orange cranberry muffin, does that not look great? Let's give her a quick little taste test. Because I love these things, man. I'll tell you what, any place I can get an orange cranberry muffin, I try to. Man, that's delicious. If you're near River Road Coffee House, you need to come and try one of these, without a doubt. Of course, I'm sloppy. I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Try the cafe au lait. Oh yeah, you know, it's kind of funny because on my food truck I make beignets, and I don't do cafe au lait, but I should because it really does make a good combination. But the orange cranberry goes just as well with it as the beignets. Man, that's good stuff. But I gotta tell you guys, riding here on these small little fall time tours, that's what really, for me, life is all about. I love taking the Meteor 350 or the Classic 350 or the Himalayan out and doing these little tours because they really show you some of the great scenery we have. You know, fantastic temperatures today. We don't have many of these warmer days left, and I'm going to take full advantage of it. I was even able to wear, you know, the Olympia summertime jacket. I put a hoodie underneath it to block a little bit of the wind, but in reality, it was a very comfortable ride. And of course, we got to see some fantastic scenery along the way and explain to you a little bit about how the Meteor 350 works in a touring situation. Now, we've got a lot of stuff planned for the future, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video, is to explain to you that we've got some long distance stuff scheduled for later in the year and, well, in particular the first of next year. In fact, we're going to be going to Florida with the Meteor 350 here in February. So that'll be a lot of fun taking the bike down there and showing you some really cool wintertime sights in the central part of Florida. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification button, share and comment. You know, I read all the comments and comment on as many as I possibly can. Until next time, guys, ride safe and keep her on two wheels, baby. I'm going to go back to